The Jesse Blake Sports Report with Jesse Blake.
Welcome to the Jesse Blake Sports Report. Whether this is your first time here, your last time here, or somewhere in between, I appreciate that you're here today so that we can discuss 69 goals being very impressive, but 70 goals mattering a lot, and 70 goals meaning something very significant. And I want to preface everything I'm about to say by saying 69 goals matters. It is an all-time accomplishment. It is the 18th most goals scored in a season ever. It is that's fact. Like, that's crazy. It's the most goals scored ever by a Toronto Maple Leaf. It's the modern day record for goals in a season. It's the most done ever in the salary cap era. It's the most ever since Mario Lemieux, who had 69 in 95, 96. It's one hell of an accomplishment, but 70 goals would have been more special. And I just want to hop on here and say that as a Leafs fan, I'm dejected that Auston didn't hit the round number of 70, and that number meant something to me, and I think it meant a lot to the players. And Auston admitted it himself that he's disappointed he didn't hit 70. He said it in his post-game comments, but it wasn't meant to be. Clearly, it's a very positive outlook on it. 70 goals doesn't mean anything in the grand scheme of things. If the Toronto Maple Leafs win the Stanley Cup, who cares about 70 goals? Even if they go on like a 2-round run, who cares if he didn't hit 70 goals? None of that matters. But right now, in the moment, it mattered a lot to me as a fan. And watching the Tampa Bay Lightning players celebrate Nikita Kucherov hitting 100 assists in a season, seeing them immediately grab the puck as it went in the net and they realized Nikita's got an assist on this play. This is it. It's 100. Seeing the crowd stop and the referees allowing them, everybody on the bench to celebrate, everybody in the arena moments to celebrate this incredible accomplishment. Round numbers in sports are a thing, and they mean something. And it doesn't mean that the 67th or 68th or 69th goals aren't impressive, but hitting the round numbers, it does something to us primally, and it means a little bit more. The accomplishment feels more special. Whether it is or not is not the case. But does it feel more special? Yeah. There's a reason the entire Leafs team was feeding Matthews for 60 minutes tonight. There's a whole reason that the broadcast leads with it in pregame. They hit it in every intermission. They go to it postgame. We wouldn't be doing all of that if the round numbers were just round numbers. And it's too dismissive to say that after everything that happened, it's okay that he landed on 69 and that as Leafs fans, we can't be a little disappointed that we didn't get this moment for the entire hockey world to celebrate our guy, Auston Matthews, the best player in Toronto Maple Leafs history, achieving this accomplishment. I wanted that for us, for Leafs Nation. I wanted that for the hockey world, and we didn't get it. And I'm disappointed that we didn't get it. And that's how I'm feeling about 70 goals. And come Saturday when the Leafs play the Bruins, and hopefully they sweep the Bruins and everything's hunky-dory and we're all cheering for that. And none of this matters. But tonight, it matters. And that's why I want to come on here and say that, because tonight it's unfortunate. It sucks. They lost the game. TJ Brodie broke the longest goalless streak in the National Hockey League, like active goalless streak currently. And I was like, I wish Matthews got a stick on it, like, even though like that's great for Brodie and I'm happy for him. But in that moment, I want Matthews to get his stick on that. John Tavares scored with seconds left in the game. We're like, no, Matthews should have had that shot. And all of those things happened because of the round number of 70, because 70 is a big deal. And Matthews didn't do it, which is unfortunate, but it wasn't meant to be, as he said in his words, and that sucks. So it's time to suck it up and get over with it, because Leafs play Boston Bruins coming up this weekend, 8 o'clock on Saturday night. That's going to be a whole bunch of fun. There was a lot of great individual performances on the Leafs, with Nylander's almost 100-point season sticking out there as well. It's the 9th most points ever by a Toronto Maple Leaf in Leafs history, even though he did struggle down the end of there and it looked like he was going to hit 100 and he didn't do it. Still a fantastic season by Nylander. And the Leafs aren't playing well going to the playoffs. But I'm not going to get into all that. That's not what this is all. This whole thing's about. We have plenty of time for plenty of breakdowns in the next 72 hours to do all that over on the SDPN channel. So we'll do that a little bit here as well. I'm just sad we didn't get to see 70. That is it for me tonight. Thank you for being here. It could be anywhere in the world. I'm sure you'll be watching or listening to this right now, and I appreciate you for that. Good night from Toronto.
And that is how it's done.
The Jesse Blake Sports Report with Jesse Blake.
Jesse Blake, the guy that likes to hear his name twice in one sentence. Sure, I know him. No, he doesn't have an ego at all.